CTV News at 5 with Tony Ryma and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. Thanks so much for being with us on this Tuesday, October 28th. A heavy police presence along the Wanapitei River just outside of Sudbury continues at this hour as officers search for a missing 68-year-old man. CTV's Lindsay Alick reports.
On Monday afternoon, around 4:25 p.m., first responders were dispatched to Wanapitei River in the area of Highway 537 and Astaire Road.
The initial response was Greater Sudbury Fire Services Water Rescue. However, we do have a search and rescue unit as well as the ability to conduct a ground and aerial search. So officers responded from our K9 unit as well as our search and rescue team and patrol operations. They did an aerial search with our RPAS and then an extensive ground search in the area in order to look for the individual who had gone overboard.
Information provided was that two individuals were in a small aluminum boat near the rapids when the boat tipped.
They had gone into the water to dislodge a boat that was lodged in the rapids when one of the individuals fell overboard. The second individual did not go into the water and is safe. However, the 68-year-old man who did go into the water has not yet been recovered.
The public is being asked to stay out of the area to allow officers to conduct the coordinated search.
We are using the OPP helicopter as well as our RPAS. Officers are on foot. They are also using Argos and off-road vehicles. And then the OPP is searching underwater for the individual. So if you have any information or have a sighting, we ask that you contact police immediately.
Police will continue to search for the missing man until he is located in good health or the individual's body is recovered. Lindsay Alick, CTV News, Sudbury.
It started off frosty this morning, but boy, we climbed to double-digit highs. How long will these temperatures last? For more details, let's bring in CTV's Rick Wyman.
Probably another day or so, Tony. Then after, we've got rain in the forecast coming up just in time for Halloween. Your favorite time of the year. Your systems map brought to you by CAA. Get your membership today at caa.ca. We can expect some showers anywhere from 40 to 60% in some cases, either during the day or evening on Halloween. A lot of trick-or-treaters are keeping an eye on that. We'll keep you posted. Our 5-day forecast and a lot more coming up. But we still have some sunshine to share for the next couple of days. Tony?
Thanks so much for that, Rick. 3 people were hurt and a family displaced after a house fire this morning in Sudbury. We get more from CTV's Angela Gemmell.
Fire crews wrap up their work at the scene of a residential house fire on Hebert Street. 3 people escaped with injuries, including one who needed to be rescued.
The individual that was rescued by firefighters and transferred to paramedics in hospital does have serious life-threatening injuries.
Firefighters from 4 stations responded to the call around 8 this morning. Black smoke could be seen over the house.
From the reports that we have, individuals were sleeping at the time, and one of the occupants did attempt to wake everybody and get them out of the home. And firefighters, as I said, arrived and certainly helped individuals that were exiting get out, and then went in immediately to search for, locate, and then remove the last occupant.
O'Shell says 2 pets were also rescued and are temporarily in the care of neighbors.
There were reports of several 911 calls that individuals may have been attempting to try and get back into the residence, and under no circumstance is that a good idea. That's very, very dangerous. Again, when that smoke or fire is detected, your smoke alarms are going off, get out, contact emergency services, let us get here and take action.
O'Shell calls the smoke and fire damage to the home significant, estimating it between $250,000 and $350,000. The fire is not suspicious, but the Ontario Fire Marshal's office is looking into the cause. As we head into the winter season, O'Shell reminds residents to check their smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. He says Greater Sudbury Fire Services usually sees a change in the type of calls they get. That is, colder months tend to see fires connected to heating sources like space heaters, furnaces, and fireplaces. Angela Gemmell, CTV News, Sudbury.
A coroner's inquest has wrapped up into the death of an inmate at the Sudbury jail. Today, the jury provided recommendations to prevent something like this from happening again. CTV's Amanda Hicks reports.
In the early morning hours of February 13th, 2021, Justin Alexander Trudeau was found unresponsive in his cell here at the Sudbury jail. This morning, presiding officer Dr. Ronald Goldstein read out 13 recommendations submitted by 5 jurors. The recommendations focused on various improvements to be implemented at the jail and by the Ministry of the Solicitor General. The 8-day inquest was examining whether the jail's care protocols and systemic issues played a role, including Trudeau's Indigenous background. The 44-year-old member of Wikwemkong unceded territory died just 4 days into his 30-day sentence, with the cause of death listed as a bacterial infection that spread from his lungs to his bloodstream. The proposed changes include healthcare and staffing, expanding overnight staff and adding a pharmacist to handle medications, as well as enhanced monitoring for inmates with infections, communication and training. The jury called for better communication among correctional officers regarding the status of prisoners. They also recommended new training for staff, including enhanced written documentation and Indigenous-focused education and vulnerable population training. Goldstein acknowledged how difficult this inquest must have been for Trudeau's family and thanked them for their involvement. He concluded it was beneficial in uncovering issues and finding ways to ensure that something like this never happens again. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
And to read more on the jury's full list of recommendations, head to our website, CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. It's time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5, Rick has your full weather forecast. Right now, though, we are off to Parry Sound. This shot is courtesy of Northern Creations. It's 14 degrees. We will return after these commercial messages.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
No complaints with the weather. Another day of sunny skies here in northeastern Ontario. That's going to change by the end of the weekdays on Friday. So late Thursday, Friday, heading into the weekend. I know you want all kinds of sunshine for the weekend. Not going to happen this weekend across northeastern Ontario. Forecast radar will keep an eye on the band of precipitation that's going to infiltrate the northeast. We've got some cloud cover in some cases. And again, we've got some precipitation in just a couple of days. So let's have a look at our 5-day numbers. Sudbury Nickel Belt, some sun and cloud for a couple of days, 9 and 7. That's enjoyable. Sorry about the rain Friday. About 60% chance of shower activity on Friday, high of 6. Saturday, chance of showers at 4 and 4 again. Chance of showers with the time change comes Sunday. Meanwhile, in Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, mainly sunny tomorrow at 11. Beautiful day there. 9 Thursday, sun and cloud. Friday, some cloud cover, but we could have some precipitation at night for the trick-or-treaters at 6 degrees your high. Sleet, showers or flurries on Saturday, high of 5. Sunday, time change. You've got some cloud cover and 6. Enjoy that extra hour of snoozing in. 5-day forecast for Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing. Sunshine for tomorrow at 10. 8 Thursday, some sun and cloud. Friday, some cloud cover. May have some precipitation at night. 4 degrees your expected high. Saturday, here we go. Chance of sleet, showers or flurries at 3. And time change Sunday, some cloud cover and 3 degrees. A lot of people saying this week at work, really looking forward to that extra hour of sleep. Like that makes a big difference. Temiskaming Shores, Kirkland Lake, here we go. Sun and cloud tomorrow at 9. Cloud cover Thursday at 7. Halloween Friday, here we go. Chance of precipitation 40%. 5 degrees your high. Chance of showers on Saturday at 4. Sunday, some cloud cover as you turn back the clock. Expected high around 4. And a look now at North Bay, West Nipissing. Sunshine at 9 for tomorrow. Thursday, cloud cover 6. Halloween Friday, chance of precipitation at 5. Chance of showers on Saturday at 4, and another 4-degree day on Sunday with the cloud cover and the time change. Tony, hope you're ready for the time change. You get to sleep in for an extra hour. Of course, it'll be darker earlier. We still lose a little bit of daylight, but at least in the morning, it won't be dark when we get up. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Rick. The report from North Bay's Integrity Commissioner on Mayor Peter Chirico's expenses was released late this afternoon. The Integrity Commissioner was brought in after the mayor used a city-issued credit card for more than $17,000 in personal expenses. Chirko said in a written statement this afternoon that he welcomes the conclusion of the Commissioner's report and is looking forward to Council's consideration of the report and any recommendations it may make. The report will go before Council at a special meeting tomorrow night. CTV's Eric Tasher will have more on this story at 6 o'clock. In the next few weeks, the city is moving mobile units from one spot in downtown Sudbury to a parking lot across from Energy Court. Sudbury Outreach Support, known as SOS, uses the units to distribute essentials to the homeless and vulnerable. That story from CTV's Alan Everson.
Work has started to dismantle the former market location area across from the Sudbury Arena.
With the upcoming construction of the event center and the need for additional parking, we've decided to relocate those mobile retail units up to Energy Court, and they'll continue to be used by SOS Sudbury for their operations.
Denise Sandel is the co-founder of SOS Sudbury and says the move poses some challenges, like no power at the new site, but she is grateful to the city for providing the space to distribute essentials to the homeless and the vulnerable.
We have very generous people in our community that are talking about getting us some generators. So that will help with that. And we also just opened a barber shop 3 weeks ago, and he needs a little bit of power.
The mobile units will be placed on the outer edge of the parking lot, across from the encampment at Energy Court.
We had a consultation with the community partners that operate there, as well as with GSPS, so that we could do a CPTED, which is crime prevention through environmental design, which helps us to decide, make sure that they're going to be placed in an area that's not going to encourage any criminal activity.
Sandals says the Energy Court location will be difficult for some seniors they support.
Some people are afraid of Energy Court. Some people won't have the means if they're in a wheelchair.
SOS will continue to operate from the current location until the mobile units are moved in the next few weeks.
I can say last Sunday, I saw faces I'd never seen before. And that's tragic because things just don't seem to be getting better.
The city says there are currently 256 people living in encampments across 60 known locations. SOS Sudbury confirms it distributes over 2,000 items every week. Alana Everson, CTV News, Sudbury.
It's a rare bird coming up on CTV News at 5. This bird of prey is part of the falcon family and has been spotted in the Northeast. Cambridge College has added a new certificate program. The college is now offering a 10-month dental assisting program. According to officials at Cambrian, the new program reflects the demand in the industry across the north. The program will provide students with a practical and hands-on experience, including a 7-week placement. A yearly event that aims at empowering women returns to Sault Ste. Marie this weekend. The 4th annual Cities and Oceans Body Positive Fashion Show is Saturday. CTV's Corey Nordstrom caught up with the group at a rehearsal this week.
It's rehearsal time as Connie Corello and her 9 models prepare for this year's annual Body Positive Fashion Show.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The show is both a charitable fundraiser and a way to empower attendees.
This fashion show serves to remind you that your body is not up for comparison. It's not something to hide. It's yours. It's strong, beautiful, evolving, and worthy of love.
The event, which includes casual wear, formal wear, and swimwear, gets the models outside of their comfort zone. But Corello and the other models are quick to boost one another's confidence.
Every woman kind of struggles with, oh my God, do I look like that? And she just kind of lightens the mood and makes you feel confident. And she's like, no, you own it. Like, that's you. That's who you are. You should love yourself. And more women should be like that.
Caitlin Kohler has been with Corello since the first show. Like most of the models, she started off nervous, but she says the event helped her grow confident.
It empowers like every ages, every body type, and like just women in general. It's just nice to see different body types and like different age groups, and it's awesome to see. And each year it gets better and better.
Since its inception, the fashion show has raised more than $6,000 for charities like MS and Arch Hospice. This year, the funds raised will go to an effort closely aligned with the show's brand, a confidence and empowerment conference for youth aged 9 to 15.
For me, it would have been a great workshop to have during that age group. I feel like it definitely helps people develop a better self-image, and with that, you're going to have a better outlook on life.
Tickets for the fashion show are still available online. The Youth Empowerment Workshop takes place next spring. Corey Nordstrom, CTV News, Sault Ste. Marie.
The Salvation Army is partnering with Pudo Inc., a pickup and drop-off network, to make it easier for people to make donations to thrift stores. The partnership allows people wanting to donate items to the Salvation Army but who may not live close to one. Those wanting to donate can find the free shipping label from the Salvation Army's website and drop off their donation to a Pudo counter. There are around a dozen Pudo counters in the Northeast. Is a dog or a cat up for adoption this week? When we return, our Take Me Home Tuesday segment. You're watching First at 5.
Welcome back to Take Me Home Tuesday, just days before Halloween, and we have a special guest in the house who's dressed for the occasion. Of course, Halloween coming up on Friday, and it might rain, but we also have rain here at CTV. Our special guest, Take Me Home Tuesday, along with Emma Bailey from the SPCA. How did we come about getting Rain?
So Rain came into our care not too long ago. She's just flourished in our care. She's doing great with her behaviors. She knows how to shake a paw, sit and lay down. So she's just a wonderful dog to have in the home. She's 7 years old, so she has that wonderful combination. Oh, and we're off. That wonderful combination of an adult dog that keeps you calm, but also a pup who wants to keep up with puzzles and enrichment. So it's always great. Rain, come here.
I get the impression Rain was trained pretty well earlier because, well, we mentioned shake a paw, and without even asking the dog to shake a paw, Rain managed to shake a paw. It was that easy.
Exactly. She's kept up with her behavior training, and we've kept up with it at the center too. So in her future home, she would love that too if they kept, oh yes, if they kept up with her training. And she's very treat motivated, so that helps with her learning. But we're looking for a home without other pets. She is a solo home, so no dogs and cats. She might be good with meeting a dog in the future as a friend, but not in the home. And then same with kids. She does like jumping up because she loves showing affection. So maybe not too small of kids, maybe some older kids in the home would be fantastic for her. And other than that, she's just super sweet and looking for her forever home.
Just a beauty. I've got to say, Rain is a real treat to be around, and we're so glad to have her on Take Me Home Tuesday. So, big events coming up for Halloween on Friday?
Well, we just had our events this past weekend.
That's
they
right.
were fantastic turnout. We wanted to give a huge thank you to the community for how much they contributed. We had our Halloween photos on Saturday, and then we had our Halloween dog walk with Junction Creek on Sunday. It was the first of our kind, and we're so excited to do this in the future. It was such a good turnout, and learning more about how to check your animal for ticks, how to help them calm down after a walk, and then also learning about Junction Creek.
Ticks at this time of the year, it's getting colder. Is it still an issue?
Yes, whenever they come back from a walk, you want to make sure to check their fur for ticks or fleas. And then with Halloween around the corner as well, some tips for Halloween for your pets include if you want to dress them up, it's always good to go slow. So yesterday we tried on the shirt with Rain to make sure she was comfortable with it, she doesn't get stressed out by it. Other good ideas are to have a safe space for your dog in the home. So if the doorbell's ringing a lot, if there's a lot of kids coming by, it can cause a lot of stress. So making sure they have a safe space to keep calm, keeping them away from candies, because you can't have candies. But anything like that, incorporating them is great, but you always want to make sure you're not stressing them out too much this holidays.
Well, she's already being treated as it is. So let's find a home if we can for Rain. Please give Emma a call. Sudbury SPCA. Remember, it's right next to College Boreal. There she is. She wants to go home. Perhaps she could be in your home.
Yes.
We're back with more Take Me Home Tuesday coming up in 7 days.
Our first community close-up comes to us from Swastika near Kirkland Lake. Raymond Bourgeois sent us a series of photographs. She says beautiful, colorful trees alongside the river in her backyard. She adds, what a gorgeous sight. Thanks so much for the pictures, Raymond. Some people in Sault Ste. Marie are really getting into the Halloween spirit. The city announced the residential winners for Halloween decorations on the city's Facebook page. Third place was 161 Lake Street. Second spot went to 1694 Queen Street. And the winner was 129 Murphy Street. The winners were determined by the number of likes on the city's Facebook page. Congratulations to all. Algoma University in the Soo is putting a different spin on its trick-or-treating experience. Instead of collecting candy, members of the Thunderbird community will be going door to door in costume on Halloween from 6 p.m. until 8 to collect non-perishable food items for the university's food pantry. And finally, a rare bird native to South America and parts of the U.S. has been spotted in the north. It's called the crested caracara. Last week, the raptor was seen at Folliet's Dump. A member of the Sudbury Ornithological Society has an idea on how the bird ended up in the Northeast.
It's very possible that some of these birds get caught up in some of the strong storms and winds and are relocated in locations that they're not normally found. The crested caracara is known to wander at times, like individuals have been seen in very unusual and remote areas. They have been seen in Ontario before, but not in any kind of large numbers.
And Blom says the bird is part of the falcon family. He adds the bird of prey behaves like a vulture, frequents dumps, feasts on carcasses, and scavenges for food.
It was definitely healthy during the summer, and the last photographs taken certainly indicate that it's healthy. The winter is going to be an interesting test. One of the people we ran into actually said that he saw the bird last year. So if that is in fact what happened, then the bird must have survived at least one winter.
Blom adds that if people are hoping to see the crested caracara, they should respect the community of Folliet and not trespass. Plus, he says bird watching requires patience. And there's more news for the North coming up at 6. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.